Hello everyone. Hope you're doing great. So this is Motorsport Progression, and I'm back again with another video. So I just want to talk about the series that I've been doing here, the world champions in the history of Formula One here, who was in the older ages. So basically the oldest world champions in the history of Formula One, and I'm up to number four now. Yeah. So number four is Graham Hill, and he was 39 years, 8 months, and 19 days. And he was in his early 30s when he secured the 1962 title with BRM. And then after that, he had three runner-up finishes. Then he had a couple of seasons there. Then in 1968, having switched to Lotus, he won a deserved second world championship. So he done it in 1968. You know what I mean? So in 1968, Graham Hill won the world championship at the age of 39 years, 8 months, and 19 days. So he became the fourth oldest world drivers champion in the history of Formula One, and that's Graham Hill. And let me give you number one to number three. Number one is Juan Manuel Fangio at 46 years old. Number two is Giuseppe Farina at 43 years old. Number three is Jack Brabham, 40 years old. And then number four is Graham Hill at 39 years old. So he won it in the Lotus. Okay, so let's just dive into that World Championship and see how it went. So Graham Hill was at Team Lotus, and then it was the Lotus Ford, and then the car he was driving was the Lotus 49, yeah. And you had the Lotus 49 and the 49B. The engine was a Ford Cosworth DFV 3.0 V8. So you had in the same team you had Jim Clark, Graham Hill, Jackie Oliver, Mario Andretti, Bill Breck, and Moises Solana. So the team was split into two. You had Team Lotus and then you had Gold Leaf Team Lotus. Okay. So now you had in the calendar you had 12 races. Yeah, in 1968. This is the 1968 Formula One season where Graham Hill won the world championship at 39 years, 8 months, and 19 days. And so there was 12 races in that season, and let's just look at the championship standings. Yeah. So Graham Hill won the world championship that season with 48 points. And I can see here is the first race in the Republic of South Africa. He finished second. Then he had two first places. Then the next one in Belgium, he retired. Then he finished ninth in Netherlands. Then he retired in France. Then he retired in Britain. So two retirements in a row. Then he finished second. Then he retired again. Then he had a fourth place finished, second place finish, and then a first place finish. So he won it with 48 points. His closest challenger was Jackie Stewart with 36 points. So just about 12 points off. And then the next challenger was Denny Hilme, who had 33 points. So yeah, that's how Graham Hill won his world championship. He won it with 48 points, with 3 wins and 2 second places, 1 4th place, and then no, 3 wins, 3 second places, and 1 4th place, and 1 9th place, and he had 4 retirements. So even though with the 4 retirements, he probably drove brilliantly, and those errors, it was so easy, to come off the road or crash, or because the tracks wasn't as safe as it was now, and there could be stones in the road, or the tires wasn't as advanced, or the engine wasn't as advanced as right now. So you can understand, with even with 4 retirements, he still won the World Championship with 48 points. So yeah, kudos to Graham Hill there. So just to reiterate, he won the World Championship at 39 years, 8 months, and 19 days. So yeah, peeps, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I hope you're enjoying the content. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like the videos. Don't forget to drop your comments, and also don't forget to share it. And yeah, always click on another video, to get knowledge of more content and to know more things. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here and then on to the next one.
World champion Graham Hill is the winner in the fastest, most exciting business there is, driving a race car.
He has been 5 times Monte Carlo GP winner. He became the only man to win the Triple Crown of World Championship, Indianapolis and Le Mans.
Your performance on the track more or less mirrors the sort of chap you are, the character you are, and you can see this in the other drivers. I mean, I know a lot of the other drivers. I was going to say intimately, but that's not really the right word I was looking for. But I know them quite well, and we're just good friends. But
I find it very difficult to talk really seriously for any length of time on any one subject without slipping in something ridiculous.
What I thought I'd do, I thought I'd bang on for a bit, and then if you have any questions that you might like to ask, I'll give you a little opportunity to get them in. But don't worry if you can't think of any, because I've got several that I could ask myself, and so I'd like to know the answers to anyway. So.
you've got to control your fear. I mean, I get afraid, and I think that everybody gets afraid. If you don't get afraid, you've got no imagination, and you won't last long.
Far too many Formula One drivers, I think, see that they're involved in motorsport. They're not. They're involved in a branch of show business. And Graham Hill realises this. He works hard at his public relations, his image, if you like.
And I know I've got a bit of a reputation for being awkward, so I'm told.
Yeah.
And and I think this is because I set very high standards for myself, and though it might mean somebody else working a little bit harder, they might think I'm being particular, but I mean I want everything to be exactly right.
Without any doubt at all, Graham Hill is quite the best ambassador that British motor racing has ever had.
But are there any things that you do which are terribly personal, that perhaps we don't know about?
Wanking, you mean, or something like that?
You have one son, Damon. Are we ever going to see another Hill in the sport? And would you like to see Damon in goggles and helmet?
Frankly, I don't think I would. No. Like any parent, I just don't think I would. But you just can't tell.
You say you want to live to be 100. Bluntly, aren't you in the wrong job for this?
No, that's why I want to live to be 100.
Graham, you're 40 next year. How can you keep fit enough to keep at the top the way you are at the moment?
Good, clean living.